Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the reality TV gossip and, of course, Jeff Lewis. I do have my devil ears on, but they're driving me nuts already, so I'm probably going to take them off very soon. Oh, my goodness. Get comfortable in comments. I love when you can join live. It is so much more fun. If you're watching on the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure to comment, like, do all the things, subscribe, follow, everything. I hope you saw, let me take this banner off. I hope you saw my Instagram story last night, or I think I posted also in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. Y'all, I got the invite. I got the yacht, as someone sent me. Shout out Alice, who said, we got the yacht. I did get the invitation to Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party for Thursday night. So I do have to change the meetup that I was going to have. So that's going to now be somehow, somewhere right before the 10 a.m. panel that Andy Cohen is having Ask Andy. And then, of course, Jeff Lewis himself is the moderator. So, oh my God, it's going to be a perfect location because a lot of people weren't already in town by Thursday night when I was having it at 5 o'clock. So I wanted to meet everybody, but this will be a great place because everyone, if you have a Friday ticket anyways, if not, we can try to make it a meetup right outside Caesar's Forum. Y'all send me any of your advice. If you know that area really well, if you live in Las Vegas, somewhere, maybe a public Starbucks, something that's super easy by Caesar's Forum, but also something in case some of the people don't have a ticket to BravoCon Friday. Maybe they're there, but they just don't have a ticket. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, today on Rick and Kelly, before I could even watch, because remember I told y'all I was going to fix the audio problems. So shout out if you're on YouTube, Facebook group, Facebook page, and Twitter, the audio should be perfection. So thank you for those that are letting me know that that I was having intermittent audio problems. It was very staticky. So thank you for letting me know that. And hopefully it got fixed this morning. So I was dealing with that, and everyone's sending these messages about Rick and Kelly's show today. So it's pretty juicy. Go head over there and listen to it. They got a lot of negative comments for what they were saying the other day about this deaf Uber driver that they had. No one took well to that, but I don't know. I mean, what I heard of Rick and Kelly talking about it today, it did sound like a safety issue, and they didn't know. If I had an Uber driver that I wasn't made aware in advance that they were deaf, I would be talking to them. And I think there was something going on with directions where they were trying to correct something and say, oh, turn left here, go there, what have you. And they didn't know the guy, either was hard of hearing or was completely deaf. I don't even know which one it was. I didn't even listen to the show the other day, but there's a lot of talk about that on there. At the end of the show, though, she does say that Jeff and Freudian, hello. I guess because Jeff mentioned Gage today, right? Jeff and Stu are broken up. She said or did she say broken up? Whatever the word she used. It didn't say on a pause. It said what have you. And she said that Jeff was going to say something that was really juicy on the air, and that Kelly had told him as a friend, please don't do that. But of course, they said, if he spills it, then we'll talk about it. So I was very thankful that Jeff restrained himself. Whatever it is, I do feel like he's choosing to say a lot of details about a lot of stuff, but he's not exactly giving us all the details on Stu. So I'm hopefully, if they are on a pause, if they're broken up forever, I just want them both happy, and I want them to move on and not dig out things on air, right? Like, I do understand as a super fan, all of us were so invested. And this is what the after show, today's after show, by the way, tell me in comments if you thought, if you didn't listen to today's, go back and listen. It's Carnie Wilson and Pej Vidot. They are super fans. Okay. So not only are they now inner circle friends of Jeff Lewis and all the chumps, they are super fans of Jeff Lewis Live. So even Carney talks about being so invested, and we want an update. We want to know what's going on because we really care about all these people in our lives. The problem is when we care so much, or we really like people, like I like all of those people that he's on the outs with. I mean, Jen Green, I don't know at all. I only know her for being on the show, and it wasn't enough for me to really get to know her much because I don't feel like she ever really talked much on there. But y'all know, I mean, I make no issues with it. I adore Chef Stu. I think he's super nice, obviously super cute. I think he has a good heart. I don't think he's a cheater. I don't think he drinks too much. I don't think he's out for Jeff for his money or fame or whatever everyone thinks he is. So uh, it is a little extra hard for those of us that really like Chef Stu to hear this kind of stuff. You know, like when Kelly, who I think is a friend of Chef Stu's, and she's kind of giggling about, oh, it's so juicy. I sort of get it. You know, everyone gets excited with gossip, and that's kind of human nature, but it just stings a little bit. And I really just hope they end up moving on. I hope all the details that Jeff gave us was about producer Jen Green. Somebody did tell me, I never followed her, but I have been watching to see if Jeff, because Jeff only follows 27 people, y'all. So it's very easy to just glance at his name whenever the coffee picture comes up and just see if that number 27 went down or up, right? Because that means he added someone or deleted someone. At this time, when I looked yesterday, he and Jen Green were still following each other, which I don't know. That says a lot because, you know, when these celebrities get into a feud, the first thing they do, the biggest public FU, is unfollowing someone or blocking someone, right? So she did have a public Instagram account and she did choose to make that private yesterday. I'm assuming, I think you can still send DMs to people that have a private Instagram, I think, but maybe you have to request it. I don't really know how it works. Clearly, she did it for a reason, right? She didn't want people looking at her shit and maybe DMing her left and right about it. Anyway, so that was interesting, but you know, even the Megan thing, I was crushed when he actually listed her name. Like, I think we knew yesterday, but man, I was just crushed whenever he listed. So the 6 people he listed was Megan, Heather. So they're talking about lots of horror movies. Zach Noe Towers and Ryan Bailey were on today. It was very lighthearted at first. And then it gets into like Chump fans, which was kind of funny because me and 5 others had just met Zach Noe Towers at his show in Houston last week, which was so fun. And shout out because none of us were overly drunk. We weren't yelling out. We weren't obnoxious. I think we were ideal Jeff Lewis listener fans. So we didn't do any of that crazy stuff. So I think we were one of the 4 out of 5, as he said. Highly recommended. But then they're talking about something about who would you put in front of you to shield you in a scary movie, like if you're about to get killed. And he said Megan, Heather McDonald, Brandy and Julie, Stu, and Jen Green. So, you know, all the guessing. Is Carnie Wilson on? Oh, shout out Carnie Wilson. Well, let's see if Carnie Wilson wants to come on. Oh my God, Carnie, I was just talking about what a super fan you and Pej were. And it was really, I was being honest, it was really one of the best after shows because I've always said of the after show hosts, I love for it to be either close family of Jeff or really good friends to each other or other people that are really good fans of the show also. And you and Pej just happen to also be friends of Jeff. So anyways, shout out. I don't know if she can come on or not. I'm just dying. What is going on with people? Oh, it didn't go through with Kathy Hilton coming on yesterday. Let's just see. The answer is always no if you don't ask, right? I don't even know if she meant to get on or not. Anyways, okay. Another thing, the Vanity Fair article. So I knew it was going to come out right before BravoCon. I thought it would be, you're on. Oh, I know. I was inviting you to come on video. Would you come on for like 2 seconds and just say hi? She's unable to join. She might be driving. Anyways, shout out Carnie. Thank you for joining. Ask her any questions you want if you can. Yes, Lady Grace says, Carnie, you understand Jeff so well. Spot on today. Yeah. And you know, at the end of it, when she was like, I love you, like, I really love you, like that sounded so heartfelt. And it was really, I don't know. You could feel the crossover of like, she's not just a chump. She's she really cares about him and everyone in his life. Right. Anyways, somebody said, sure. Oh, ask you any questions. Okay. We'll see. I'm inviting you. So if you just oh, there you are. Hi. Are you laying in your bed? Yeah. I know, because you were sick. I think you would have been there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm fabulous. It was such a good after show. Y'all sounded like us fans. And I don't mean it fans in a negative, you know what I mean, but like just sincere. And even what Pej was saying, he said it sounded like old school Jeff Lewis. We don't want him going through drama and negative things in his life, but we respect that he cares enough to share that with everyone. And that's what makes us love him, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Always. Are you still sick? Wow. So real quick, you didn't share exactly what was disappointing about HorrorCon. What exactly was disappointing about it? I saw that you were there. I knew you flew home and then you were sick. And I, of course, worried about the worst thing, the C word, COVID. So I'm thankful that you weren't sick with that. But you were sick for a long time and you're still a little bit sick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Well, I hope you feel better. I wish I would have been able to meet you again. I thought I like you with everyone, but you and Pej being such super fans. I like when you're on with Doug too, because y'all are just both, Doug obviously knows Jeff so well and you'll just flow easily, I think. Yeah. I think so. Joey Zalzig. Yeah. 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 And I hate to say it, but I almost like when it's two different genders because I absolutely know which voice it is. I hate to say that, but sometimes some of the guys, I'm like, which one is that? And some of the ladies, I'm like, wait, which one is that? So, I mean, because it's radio, you don't get to watch the video until later. So, I think there's cameras in there because I've seen where Kian must be making like a reel from parts of that. So they're just going crazy for you in comments, Carney. So I hope you see all the love and feel all the love for you. Oh, right. Yeah. Gosh, well, I'm obviously a super fan, but he has a lot of super fans. As much as I think I'm a fan, people DM me some really crazy ideas. There's much bigger Jeff Lewis fans than me. I'm just crazy enough to chat about it every day. Yeah. 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 Actually, I think you would say that, Carney. Absolutely. Thank you for surprising us and coming on. Get your rest, get your nap, and feel better. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye, Carney. Oh my gosh, y'all, that was amazing. Okay. That was crazy. Okay, sorry. I know I'm going to get complaints when from people that are on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, but when somebody surprises me and they're on Instagram in my comments, if they agree to come on, I'm going to bring them on. So if you're watching on the replay, make sure you go to Instagram, Jeff Lewis Obsessed, to watch it there because that's where you'll be able to see her. You'll be able to see the comments and all that stuff. Also, the comments don't go up, they don't stay. So it's only on live, which is another really good reason. If you started following me, if you're joining Carnie Wilson, I'm a Jeff Lewis fan account and I go live 5 days a week at 12 o'clock Pacific. Carnie Wilson started following me a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden she joined the live and she was in the comments. And I invited her to come on, and she did. So y'all all got notified if you're fans of Carnie Wilson. But if you also happen to be a fan of Jeff Lewis, stay with me. If you're a BravoCon fan, stay with me. I will take you along for that huge ride for 5 days, Thursday through Monday. Oh my gosh, I am just on cloud nine. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's get back to it real quick. Do we even talk about Dorit and PK? All I'm going to say is the pictures looked fake. I guess they went on a date 2 nights ago, and she kind of looked miserable. So, but I don't know. All these rumors are out that they're separated. He's living in a hotel room. So who knows? Anyways, okay. So today was Zach and Ryan, and they're talking about scary movies and stuff. Then he talks about Hallow Teeny. So, y'all, the amazing event that I would have met Carnie Wilson at on Saturday night if she wasn't homesick was recorded. So it will be up on the Jeff Lewis video. I didn't understand him. Y'all tell me in comments if you thought it is going to air tonight on Radio Andy. It will also the same night eventually be up on Jeff Lewis Has Issues. So that's the free podcast everywhere you get your podcast. And then it's also going to be up on Jeff Lewis video. So where you get that is on the Sirius XM app. So make sure to download that. So I asked a question. I think I answered I asked a question at one point. So I don't know if the cameras were on me. I have no idea. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Texas time, 5 p.m. New York City time, and whatever else it is, 2 p.m. Pacific time in California. So check that out. It was so fun. I gave y'all an overview of it yesterday, but you'll be able to hear the games. You'll be able to hear the jokes, hear everything. And with the video, you'll be able to see everyone that was dressed up. I think I showed y'all a lot of pictures. So that reel is up. If you haven't seen it, that's all over my social media at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. But this video will be what they put out, and it'll be so good. So good. Okay, so Jeff tonight, so he was the Grinch on Saturday, but tonight he's going to be Chucky from Child's Play. Monroe, it sounds like, can dress up at school, which is good. Because you know what? Some of these schools nowadays, they do like book fair, book dress up, which I guess would follow the rules because you could be Barbie because there's book Barbies. He didn't say if she could dress up officially for Halloween or if it was like a book character dress up, but she's Barbie during the day. Almost sounded like she was going to be something else at night, maybe a butterfly with the lights on it so we can find her. So who related to that? Carnie Wilson tells a story of losing her two daughters when they were little. I mean, losing, but I mean, when it's dark, when there's so many kids out and there's these big groups and you don't know, did they go to the next house? Did they go to the left, to the right? Did they cross the street? It would be terrifying to lose your kids. So that's why somebody said, I think yesterday, who was it? Somebody said they don't even like driving on Halloween. Maybe Carrie Lewis, because they don't even like driving on Halloween because there's so many little kids. Teenagers can run out into the thing. They could wear black, like a scary outfit, so you can't see as well. Like nobody wants anything bad to happen. But speaking of something bad, at the very end of the after show, Carnie mentions like, what's that drug? Fentanyl. And then I started thinking, oh my God, like one more thing to worry about, like Halloween. What if someone gave your kids, like I just didn't even want to think about that. I was just like, us parents have so much to worry about. And one big thing that Jeff was worrying about yesterday on the commercial break. So the commercial breaks don't come out till about 7 or 8 Texas time. I always try to watch the pre-shows, the commercial breaks, and the after show because I've already listened to the day show, so I don't really have time for that. Jeff was so chatty with Dr. Donna. Mercedes was there also, but it was like a little therapy session during both commercial breaks. Jeff said he's really mad at himself over the Monroe birthday thing. So he told us about it on Monday, but he was really raw about it. So go back and watch that video. It is so worth it on the Jeff Lewis video on the SiriusXM app. He also says, I'm a dickhead. People don't know that. I was like, wow. So he says Monroe was mad whenever he got to the restaurant. And because I think a location thing, maybe, I'm not really sure. I don't really understand this. So y'all tell me in comments which it was. For some reason, he picked she wanted to go to Boa. They picked a different restaurant. I'm not even sure which one it was. And she was mad about that. But he also said, even though she was with his dad and stepmom, Claudia, she was just kind of in a bad mood already, which, I mean, she's a 7-year-old little girl, right? She's feisty. She can have her mood. She can have her moments. It's her birthday. But he already tells us how much guilt he felt. And then the fact that she was also mad that he picked a restaurant that she didn't want to go to. He might have felt like he picked a restaurant that the adults would enjoy more than her, right? Yeah. MK Beck says Monroe didn't like the restaurant. Oh my God, Kaylin says no drug dealers are giving their supply away for free. I know, but I don't understand that whole fentanyl thing, but it seems awful. And I just hear of way too many kids. Oh, yes, Monroe is a butterfly tonight, Melanie says. Hopefully she'll wear these light up wings, right? What else? Oh my God, I'm still dying. Y'all, sorry. This show is crazy. You never know who's going to come on live and surprise me. And when they come into the comments, yesterday, Kathy Hilton came into comments and I think she agreed to come on either Jeff Lewis live. And she definitely said, he's so nice or something. I like him. And I was like, so then somebody DM'd me and said that they messaged Shane and said, hey, Kathy Hilton just said that she likes y'all and that she would like to come on y'all's show. And I was just dying. I think she'd be great. Clearly Jeff is really good friends with Kyle, her sister. Kyle and Kathy, we think are back in good graces. They just had lunch together last week. So I don't know. I wish she was at BravoCon this year because I would love to take a picture with her. Do we know why Megan? No, TJ and Flora. Somebody says, do we know why Megan is on the bad girl list? He hasn't said. All he said was for the past 6 months, there's been some things. But he was very clear that he is not cutting her out of his life. He said the next few weeks, he's making decisions that are good for him, but he's not going to make these quick decisions that are like long lasting, right? But y'all don't forget, as close as Jeff and Megan are, she quit a few times for various reasons during flipping out. I think personal reasons, professional reasons. I mean, I think they worked together. They just finished filming for Hollywood Housewives season 2. That's a lot of together time, y'all. They just might need a moment to take and maybe they don't love everything about each other. I don't love everything about Jeff Lewis. I mean, shocker. There's a lot of things he says and does that mortify me, right? There's a lot of things he says and does that I'm respectful that he has the balls to say that, right? I feel like he says his truth and he doesn't necessarily think about the negative implications. Now, do I think sometimes he should, with Sirius XM, dogging 789, saying that it's up for sale, things like that. Yeah, but in the end, it's personal responsibility, and he's going to take and deal with the negative or the positive of the crap that he says and does, right? But we all know what fuels ratings. Drama. Every time he's fighting with someone, the drama is much bigger. People are talking about it. More people watch my videos. More people comment. More people come on the live. It is what it is. Drama definitely fuels, that's why we watch BravoCon. That's why we watch Bravo, why we watch, 90 Day Fiance, right? Anyways, yes, so exciting. Oh, I love y'all's community on YouTube and Facebook. The comments, y'all are like chatting with each other. That is why I love doing this, y'all. Just getting to know other Jeff Lewis listeners and like having that community. Make sure to join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. It's an even easier way to like have a thread and chat with each other, where to meet people at BravoCon. If you want to go to a live show together, just like last Thursday when the 6 of us got together and 4 of us were brand new. I'd never met those 4. Diane, I'd met for over a year now being a Jeff Lewis listener. And we just flew out to LA together because she let me be her +1 to the Hollow Teeny invitation that she won. But the other 4 were brand new. And so it's so, so fun, y'all, to meet your people. And Jeff Lewis people are definitely my people. And most Jeff Lewis people love Bravo and reality TV, right? Yeah, Kathy says, love Jeff. You never know what's going to happen on Jeff's show. He would be nice to Kathy Hilton. I think he would too. And I think she would maybe tell him some stuff about Kyle and about the show. Like I think she would update us on things, how they're going. Because I think she's really honest and tells it like it is, right? Oh my gosh, what else? I'm sorry. I just get so off with that. And also, finding out yesterday officially, I knew Saturday, but when I officially got the invitation yesterday from Shane to come to Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party, that just put me in a tizzy because then it was absolutely official. Wait a minute. Now I need a cocktail outfit. Now I need comfortable shoes to stand and walk for 3+ hours. Now I need to think about hair and makeup. I mean, nothing else. I was going to be super comfortable at BravoCon. Now this is like, I mean, you got to step it up a notch. I got to have a nice handbag. My girlfriends are dying. They're like, you've got to have accessories. And I'm like, I don't like accessories. I don't like carrying a nice handbag. So I'm just dying. So that just added another notch of things that I got to get ready and deal with for BravoCon. But when Kathy Hilton comes on yesterday and Carnie Wilson comes on today, I'm just, wow. Pressure, yes, fun pressure, right? I mean, a fun problem to have for damn sure. Okay, on the after show, real quick, Jeff on the Jeff Lewis Live says that he hopes to have a conversation with Megan, maybe even after 5 martinis, right? They'll have a good conversation. No, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm sort of wearing comfortable shoes, but they're 4.5-inch heels. Sort of comfortable at the cocktail party. So on the after show, like I said earlier, was Carnie Wilson and Pej Vidot. Amazing after show. Jeff Lewis was on for about 20 minutes. They were really bringing up Halloween and all the fun stuff, but then they also talked about how they listen and how it affected them hearing Jeff's very raw, very honest show yesterday, right? How they listen to it as fans. And also, Carney knows him quite well now, but Pej is still kind of getting to know him. But it was just crazy. But I'm devastated to know that Jeff hates candy corn. And I really had to take a minute to think if I could even support him and doing a Jeff Lewis Obsessed fan account anymore. I just don't know. How do you not love candy corn? Like, I was devastated to hear that. I don't even know. I love it so much. I love the pumpkins. I love the candy corns. I don't like those crazy brown ones that try to taste like chocolate, but they've got the orange candy on. No. No. Those fall autumn mix or whatever they call it. No. I want standard, regular, delicious candy corn or the pumpkin candy corns. And I couldn't believe Jeff hates them. And not even doesn't like them. He was like, Pej and Carney were like, who would even give that? They must hate you on Halloween. Only people, they must be mad at you if they give you candy corn. And I'm like, oh, give me all the candy corn. Oh my God. Wendy says the brown ones are your favorite. I love chocolate. It tastes like this weird attempt at chocolate. Like I can't understand what it's trying to do. Ooh, candy corn and peanuts together. Oh, I don't love a payday bar. I mean, are you kidding me? I love so much sugar. Matter of fact, I cannot believe Carney is on day 50 of no sugar and no gluten. Like, I do not have that much self-control at all. I love sugar so much. My husband, the Costco was about a mile from me, y'all. The way I had one of those bags opened up by the time I got home and had 3 pieces already, my husband and son were dying. They were like, you've already opened it. I'm like, yep. Oh my God. I shouldn't buy the candy that I like for Halloween. Do y'all do that? Do you buy the candy that you actually like? I think most people buy the candy they don't like, so it'll help them not want to eat it, right? Okay, so Jeff is on the after show. They talk about Carney, like she just came on and said that she was really sick last week. That's why she, I think Doug took over for her. And then another day, I don't even think they had I'm getting mixed up now. Did they have someone else come in? I can't even remember. On one day, it was just going to be Carney, and I think they just did a replete. I can't even remember. But she didn't have COVID, but Jeff tells us a story about Hollywood House Flip. Probably one of the producers sent him one of the episodes, 208, and said, hey, watch this. And I've kind of heard this. I know about this because Andy Cohen talks about like watching one of the housewives, and then he has to give notes on it and then send the notes back to them to tell him what he thinks about it. So they asked Jeff to do that tonight and said, send it to us in the morning. And he thought about it, was like, you know what? I'm going to say no. It's Halloween. She's going to hang out with her cousins. I'm going to trick or treat. He hasn't been able to trick or treat with her in a couple of years because it just didn't fall on his night. Remember, y'all, Halloween and Easter are 2 of the big holidays that somehow slipped through the cracks whenever Jeff and Gage were going through the custody agreement with her, and they didn't finalize all the Halloweens, right? I mean, all the holidays. So this is the first time he's actually been able to take her trick-or-treating. And Halloween isn't like when you can take someone to a school party or a carnival. Maybe there's a family or friend party another day. But actual Halloween trick-or-treating, I mean, that is the parents' night when they're just turned 7 years old, right? So I think Jeff is so excited. I hope he doesn't have any martinis. I don't know why he kept saying that. I'm like, no. Tonight is not the night you need a martini with lots of kids out there, holding the drink, like trying to hold Monroe's hand and be worried about that. No. We already talked about losing your kids on Halloween. That's crazy, though. That would be so scary. So everyone be careful. I won't be going out. Our kids will be going out, but they're all old enough now. They go with friends, or one of them has another parent going with her. So we'll stay home and pass out candy. I'll wear my witch hat. I won't wear these are pretty comfortable. Maybe I will wear these. I don't know. What else? Tomorrow is Heather McMahon and Jackie Schimmel. I think they're really good friends. Oh, Whisper Blue said Toby must miss Milo. So to me, Milo looks so happy and, just bouncy, like Stu, just always in a good mood. Shout out Alice. And, Toby just looks all serious, so when there's pictures of them together, I'm like, oh, that's definitely Jeff. And that is definitely, how they say your dogs have your personality. That is definitely Jeff and Stu together. So when Jeff says that Toby is missing his friends at daycare, I'm like, oh yeah, now we know, because he's finally told us for sure. I guess Kelly Dodd told us for sure that they're broken up. We know that it's probably Jeff missing. Jeff is missing Stu, and Toby is missing Milo. Oh, Krista says, I hope Jeff posts pictures of Monroe in her costume. So sometimes thank you for the, whatever that was, money thing on TikTok. Thank you. when sometimes nights like this is when Jeff will put up a quick Instagram story that disappears in 24 hours. So, um, you know, I don't know. I can't imagine since he just went to mediation again Friday, which I'm still surprised he refrained from telling us that. The only reason we found out is because he popped into the after show when Paige Davis and Amanda McCants were on together, and he was trying to borrow makeup from them for a pimple that he had on his nose. And he said he had to go to mediation. And I'm like, whoa, like that has got to be so stressful. So now we still don't know exactly when. Oh, thank you for the shark on TikTok. Is that you, Mike Check? Thank you, Mike Check. Please have fun. I'm so excited for you. Oh, thank you so much, Mike Check 1212. I appreciate it so much. And to know that he was going through this stuff, but we still don't know exactly. If I'm guessing, I really think it was before New York, because I feel like that's just when he kind of stopped saying much about Stu. But was it 2 nights before that they had gone to the Taylor Swift show, right? The movie thing. So we know things were good then, right? So who knows? Anyways, what else do you want to talk about? I'm still in shock that I get to go to the pre-BravoCon party, y'all. I was chatting with Paige Davis last night. She was giving me ideas. I had tried on some clothes. She was telling me which one to wear. So I do love the jumpsuit that she agreed I should wear. My friend was sending me pictures of necklaces that she wanted to loan me, and Paige was agreeing that I should borrow those. So it was really good. So fun. I love Paige Davis. She is probably, besides meeting Jeff and some of the chumps at like a meet and greet, which that's, anyone can do that at their live show at Burbank, November 2021. When I got invited to the Hollywood House Lift season premiere party, Paige was one of the first people I met, and she had just been on there wasn't an after show then. She had only been on the Jeff Lewis live show for a couple of months at that point, maybe like February, March, she started coming on. And then this party was June. I mean, we just got along so quickly. She is a Jeff Lewis live fan. They met from her being a cocktail waitress, and he just, loved her personality. So that's why she comes on. But y'all, don't forget, Paige freaking Davis. Here's her amazing Christmas card. Yes, it's hilarious. It's sexy. It's funny. She says, put this in a prominent display so all the single men will find it. Successful. Any tall, successful men that may enter your home can see it. But y'all, she has a double major from Pepperdine University. This girl is more than just a pretty face and funny. So Jeff knows exactly who he likes to surround himself with. She's got a double major in theater and I think marketing from Pepperdine University. I'm missing what y'all are saying in comments. Sorry. Is it Tahira Harris? Tahira, I think we all miss Chef Stu. I think a lot of y'all that put up with me and tolerate, the reality water cooler every day. I think a lot of y'all are Chef Stu fans like I am. And Megan, I mean, it's just Brandy and Julie. It's just hard when he's on the outs with someone that we care about, right? It's hard when he's on the outs with someone, right? Because we hear and feel the tension and he tells it to us. The good thing about Jeff Lewis is he is one to always be willing to rebuild a bridge. So who knows, any day now he could rebuild a bridge with any of these people. Whoever knows, right? If you've learned anything from watching Flipping Out, Jeff is the king of rebuilding bridges for sure. So let's all manifest that. Just like y'all were manifesting me getting an invitation to the BravoCon party, let's all manifest that he rebuilds some bridges, right? Because even if he doesn't, like Brandy and Julie, even if they don't come back and host the after show, right? It doesn't matter. They were friends outside of this professional relationship, right? Somebody says Andrew Freund is coming back. I mean, I guess he could rebuild a bridge with Andrew Freund. Can you imagine? Megan Storyland said that. Oh, Melanie says, I just think Stu is too young. He's 41 and not at the point in his life to be with a dad. Oh, somebody that has a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I remember one of the first things whenever I was wondering if Stu wanted kids of his own. And then, of course, Scott ended up having a baby uh, after well, I think they got pregnant probably. I think he got pregnant when they were still together. Maybe the surrogate, actually. I don't really know all that time zone. Shelly Kushner says, I still miss Julie and Brandy. I did hear, because I met up with a huge fan of theirs over the weekend when I was in LA. One of the girls that we had lunch with at Javier's, and adore her, Kayla. And she said they're doing their cruise stuff again. So I don't listen to their Patreon, but I hope they're doing well. I want them to do well professionally, personally, all of that, right? But I think it's stressful. I think it's got to be really hard when you go from having a work relationship and a friendship, and then both of them die out at the same time, right? Like, that's just hard. It's hard enough to be fired, but to be fired and you were friends with your boss-ish. Was Jeff really their boss, or was Alyssa their boss? Was SiriusXM their boss? I don't really know. I love that, Sunny Meadow. I enjoy this snippet of the afternoon with you all. It's a great brief distraction of the crazy world. Exactly. So for anyone that, wonders why I don't talk about all the negativity in life, it's always on my brain. I just don't choose to use, my social media and platform for that. But there's a lot of awful, sad things going on daily, hourly, weekly. And this is our place to chat crazy reality TV and Jeff Lewis. But yeah, definitely a good distraction. Oh, thank you. What else? I love your comments. I love your questions. That's why I do this live, because I love seeing your comments. I do put it up as a podcast under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So please go find your podcast, and whether you listen to it or now on Apple, wherever, just give me a 5-star rating and a review. I would really appreciate it. It just helps the podcast come up quicker for other people. Shout out, Mary. Costco Mary. Are you at work? Oh, she's probably not at work right now. What time it is in California? 12:42. No, you should probably be sleeping, Costco Mary. What else? Yeah, Joanne says it's not the drug dealers to worry about. It's the weirdos with evil minds to be worried about. Exactly. This world is scary. So everyone be safe on Halloween. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I look so forward to you every day. And thank you for buying badges. Where do we go to watch Halloweeny? Jeff Lewis video on the Sirius XM app. And it should, I don't know what date it'll come up, but if they're smart, they'll name it Halloweeny. So it'll be easy to find. I know it comes out, it's going to air on channel 102 at 4 p.m. Houston time, which is Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. California time. Boy, the way I have to know all these time zones, right? Are you staying near the Sphere in Vegas? I've seen the Sphere. I can't remember where it's all at, because everything always looks closer than it actually is in Vegas. I'm at the Link Hotel. So if anyone's at the Link Hotel, we do hope to have a meetup. We were supposed to have one Friday or Thursday at 5 p.m., but now that's exactly the time that Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party is, and I got an invitation, so I'll be there. So I think we'll do something Friday morning before the 10 a.m. Andy Cohen chat that Jeff Lewis is the moderator of. Oh, the link is right in front of the Sphere. My girlfriend Yvette and I are trying to squeeze in the link. I can't do U2 because I think all of those are at night, but they've got some like nature thing that I'm trying to squeeze in. And I'm there Thursday morning to Monday afternoon. So it's just, there's a lot going on, right? Oh, I can't tell you where the pre-party is. Nope. I mean, they didn't say not to, but it's kind of obvious, right? Cannot say. Angela says, Megan and Jeff will work things out. At least I hope they will. They always do, right? They always do. And I think people also come into your life for a reason and a season. And sometimes we need to take a break from each other. And, that's probably all it was. Like I said, I think filming Hollywood Houselift is a lot of extra time together and a little bit more stress maybe. And Jeff is going through all this other stuff. And, he talks about projection. I mean, he could have been projecting, right? I am wearing comfy shoes for most of BravoCon. Oh my God. And I will definitely I'll probably go live. I will try to post as much as I can. It'll probably be on my Instagram story. So make sure you're following me on Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed, because that's where most of my stuff will be. And then I'll be giving Annie, my social media amazing girl, all my content so she can make some fun reels for us, right? And I just saw a shout out, so I can now say it publicly. She does Amy Phillips reels also now. So anyway, so she is booked and busy. She's got her own business. She's doing amazing. So shout out Annie. If anyone needs help with social media or making reels for them. Crystal says Kelly Dodd and Jeff Lewis are two peas in a pod. I think there's a lot that's very similar about them. I think with both of them, I don't love everything about both of them. Everyone in life can say or do some things that make me cringe, right? But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop listening to them, to be honest with you. I mean, I think even Carnie today said nobody's perfect, right? So anyways. Well, thank you so much for joining today. We are going to wrap it up. I try to keep this to about 45 minutes. Remember, it goes up on the replay everywhere. If you want to see Carnie Wilson, then make sure you pop over and watch it on my Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. It'll go up as a podcast as Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Please make sure you like and follow or subscribe, comment, all those things. I would really appreciate it. Bye, Chumpette. See you tomorrow. Same place, same time.